Hello, and this is your English news here on ERi-TV, reporting to you live from our headquarters at Asmara. I'm Zahra Badouri. Your overall report's top stories up next. Inauguration of a dam in Gul'i administrative area. Training on administration and leadership. Israel kills 8 in Lebanon after threatening fresh wider-scale aggression. A deadly tornado flattens Brazilian town, leaving 6 dead and hundreds homeless. Welcome to your local news. The Shukat Dam in Gul'i administrative area, central region, constructed at a cost of over 8 million nafa, was inaugurated on 6 November by General Philippos Walde-Johannes, Chief of Staff of the Eritrean Defense Force. The dam was built through collaboration among the Central Region Administration, Project Adhallo, the Ministry of Agriculture, and members of the Defense Force. Engineer Abraham Daniel, head of the agricultural infrastructure, stated that the dam, with a capacity of over 83,000 cubic meters of water, is expected to enhance agricultural activity on up to 8 hectares of land. Mr. Mahari Yohannes, administrator of Wagala Nafhi subzone, however, said that the construction of the dam has brought great satisfaction to the residents and commended all those who took part in the construction process. The commander of the Defense Force unit that participated in the construction noted that their 5 months of involvement in the project helped develop their practical experiences and will contribute positively to their future assessments. Mr. Zar'i Tol Debrhan, managing director of the Central Region, stated that previously constructed dams in Gul'i, Mut'o, Tamamo, Afdui, Addika, Durfo, Arbarabo, and Shindibuluk are providing commendable potable water supply to the residents in those areas. He added that additional dams in Addi Hawsha and Tzalot are currently under construction. Gul'i administrative area in the Galanafhi subzone is located 11 kilometers east of Asmara and is home to 540 residents. On your final local, the National Confederation of Eritrean Workers branch in the Gashbarka region has provided training on administration and leadership to 30 workers from various institutions, including Airtel, the Bank of Eritrea, the Electricity Corporation, the Postal Service, Coca-Cola Distribution, Shamshamia Agro Trade, as well as Sagan and Biddoho construction companies. The training was delivered by Mr. Tasfai Girmay, head of the administration and finance at the Confederation's Central Office, and Mr. Mikael Mabrahtu, chairman of the Social Services Provision Workers Federation. The program covered topics such as administration and leadership, the significance of organization, conflict resolution, and methods of association leadership, collective discussion, as well as the other related subjects. Your global up next. Stay tuned for more. And on your international line, the Israeli military has claimed the lives of 8 people in southern Lebanon during separate airstrike after threatening to resume wide-scale aggression against the country. The fatalities were caused on Saturday, with Lebanon's official national news agency identifying 2 of them as brothers from the town of Sheba, who were driving on a road on the slopes of Mountain Harmon in the country's southeastern side. The strikes targeting the victims caused their SUV to catch fire and result in their deaths. The Lebanon's health ministry confirmed that the death toll and later reported that another strike on a car in the village of Barashat had killed another person and got 4 wounded. However, the military alleged that the aggression had targeted people affiliated with the country's Hezbollah resistance movement. It claimed that the victims were posing threats to a ceasefire signing between the regime and the group in the year 2024 towards ending the Tel Aviv escalated aristocracy against the country. Ever since the conclusion of the occurred, the regime has been using similar excuses towards taking Lebanon under fresh strike. Earlier too, the NNA had reported injury of 7 people during an Israeli drone attack on a vehicle in the southern Lebanese city of Bint Jebel. The casualties were caused less than a week after the regime's Mariv newspaper quoted that the Israeli military has warned it will carry out a wider-scale operation in Lebanon in case of what it called a Hezbollah attack. The report reiterated Tel Aviv's justification for its underway near daily attacks, saying the military was currently carrying out attrition warfare against Hezbollah. Tel Aviv has meanwhile been applying marked intensified pressure through the United States, its biggest ally, on Beirut to disarm Hezbollah. The group, which has defended the country in the force of several major Israeli wars across decades, has rejected laying down its weapons, saying it would sustain its defensive role as long as the nation was threatened by Israeli occupation and aggression. On your final of all reports, a powerful tornado tore through southern Brazil on Friday, November the 7th, killing 6 people, injuring at least 750, and flattering entire neighborhood in Rio Bonito, according to Parana state officials. Footage showed cars piled on top of each other, roofs ripped off homes, and residents salvaging belongings from the rubble. Auto mechanic Gilberto Borsilio, those whose workshop was destroyed, said that all they have left are their clothes and documents. Hospital director Cynthia Kelly Somarva said Friday night was sad and intense, with patients still in intensive care. The state government declared 3 days of official mourning and a state of public calamity, allowing emergency funds and federal support. About 1,000 people were displaced, with temporary shelters set up in nearby Laranjeiras do Sol. Authorities reported that winds reached about 250 kilometers per hour, equivalent to 155 miles per hour, damaging 90% of Rio Bonito homes and public buildings. Rescue teams, including firefighters and civil defense, worked through the night to clear debris and restore essential services for the people. A review of your major headlines for this broadcast. Inauguration of dam in Gul'i administrative area. Training on administration and leadership. Israel kills 8 in Lebanon after threatening for fresh wider-scale aggressions. Deadly tornado flattens Brazilian town, leaving 6 dead and hundreds homeless. That is all for now, dear viewers. Do update yourself here on ERi-TV with some more news. Until then, stay and enjoy the rest of our programs from me and the broadcasting team here. Bye-bye for now.